the next topic in Scratch that we're going to learn is to do with loops. The first type of loop we're going to learn about, so put your stuff away there, guys, is called a counted loop. And we've seen a little bit of it before, so let me show you exactly how it works. Here is a flag when clicked. And here is the counted loop here. It is the repeat command with the number there, okay? I'm going to get the cat to count up to whatever the person says. So let's do a question like that. Okay? Pay attention, Nate. What are you up to? Close it.
Don't worry.
Close it. Open up Scratch. Okay. So I'm going to ask them, enter a number to count to. And first of all, watch what this repeat does anyways. Let me see if I can get it to do something interesting. Right now it repeats 10 times. I don't know. Let's get him to spin. We'll get him to spin 90 degrees and then wait 1 second. Okay, there is a wait command under control. So he should spin 10 times, 90 degrees every second. This doesn't do anything yet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Cool, eh? So you can basically, the repeat loop is getting the, let me see if I can spin him back. I guess I don't really care too much about it. Okay. You can get him to do commands more than once. Close it, Joe. Close it, Nevin. Exit it. Is it? Smart. So, check this out. I'm going to get him to count to whatever the person types in. How am I going to do this? This is actually not going to be a very easy thing to do. First thing I want to do is ask a question to what number do you want to count to. Then I want to repeat, and you can put variables in here. So if the person types in 200, whatever code I write in here will run 200 times. If the person types 1,000, it'll run 1,000 times. It's the idea of a counted loop. So why don't I make a variable? Okay, I'll just call it count. When I start my program, I want to set it to 0. And then every time I go through the loop, I want it to go up by 1. There's a command to change variables. Change count by 1. You could do any number you want there. So if I run this quickly, and I have my variable on the screen, let's see what happens if I type in the number 1,000. Whoa, see how fast that counted to 1,000? Let's do a way bigger number. Let's do like 100 million or something. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. See that? It's counting very, very fast. It's already at 2 million, 3 million, 4 million, 5 million, right? Computer's really good at counting, obviously. It's probably one of the things it's best at. So there, I got a variable to go up by 1 every time, and I can tell it how long I want to count to. Let's get him to say the numbers, for instance. So I'm going to get him to say. Now I'm not gonna put a time command like this, because then he'll say one number every 2 seconds. I'm gonna get him to say hello like that, and we'll see how fast he can say the numbers 1 through 1,000 or whatever. So I'm gonna put, instead of the word hello, I'm going to put this count variable that's continuing to go up, and then I can get the cat to basically count numbers for me. So if I say 150, for instance, he should count to 150 for me. Now that's a lot slower of a count. The other one counted way faster, and that's because there was no say command there, so it was just doing it as fast as the computer could count it, basically. Here now, the cat, when you run code on the cat, get him to say stuff, he only runs 30 times a second, so it would take him about 5 seconds to count to 150. Let's count that. And there's no way to get them to count any faster unless you don't put a say command. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi, 5 Mississippi. There you go. Took him about 5 seconds. He can count about 30 times a second. Okay? So that is how you get Scratch to... it basically saves you from writing this code. You know, if you wanted to count from 1 to 20... you could potentially have to have 20 little blocks of code in there and constantly change count by 1. If you use the repeat loop, you take advantage of the fact that the computer's really good at looping through numbers, okay? So check out Lab 5. There's some cool exercises with graphics as well. There's one where it wants you to count from 1 to 10. There's one where it wants you to send an object back and forth n times, whatever they type in. There's one where you have to create something that looks like a fan and have it spin a certain number of times. We're getting into a bit of graphics in this lab too. Check that out today. Should be fun. And I'll post this on the YouTube.